Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of the Wii U 5. You might have noticed I've got a splash screen, intro and outro. Kudos to anybody who can figure out which sound I used. At the same time, you might have noticed I've got a microphone. How do you like my voice? How do you like my voice? Have you dodged a semi-truck tire on the freeway at 120 miles per hour? I have. Yeah, boy! That's a woman? No, you're crazy! If that's your kind of life, the Wonderful 101 is your kind of game. Let's start by talking about gameplay. The concept of drawing the weapon you wish to use is, in fact, very well executed. While this is an example of a gamepad being put to unique use, they also don't force you to use it. You can draw using the right analog stick if you prefer. They've also turned QuickTime events from a single button press into drawing the appropriate weapon, which actually adds some dimension to what would otherwise be a Me Too slow motion QuickTime sequence. This concept, however, has its drawbacks in hectic situations on higher difficulty. When a lot is going on, and quick weapon change reflexes are necessary, the speed you need to pull a weapon out and utilize it can be hampered by this system. It's at these hectic, difficult times that the bad luck of a misread drawing, resulting in a different weapon than you intended, leads to frustration. Unfortunately, to further add salt to the wound, some missions have you controlling a single hero, which is an attempt to change things up, but completely undermines the combat system. There are also sequences in which you control your heroes inside an environment displayed only as a second screen on the gamepad or picture-in-picture on the TV, and the camera is solely controlled by the gyroscope in the gamepad, making for some very awkward second screen gameplay. In terms of content, let's just say this game has a lot of variety. It's not the kind of variety in landscapes that's so impressive, it's the variety of events in which you will take part. You will fly a ship. You will play an isometric shooter. You will even go inside someone's body, which is where we are right now. For example, here I'm fighting a robot the standard way. Now I've hijacked this robot and I'm using it to punch birds. Now I'm using this robot to box another bigger robot. And now I'm escaping the volcano by riding our airship like a surfboard. All in one sequence. This is the Wonderful 101's premise in a nutshell. Crazy. Not to mention their obvious collectibles, including your own heroes. You can check out the heroes you've enlisted at any time and read up on them, as crazy as some of them may be. Oh, she's cute. False alarm. That was just UPS delivering my big. Additionally, the mission-based mode provides a true testing ground of your skills, forcing you to multitask what you might have once thought you mastered. This mode also supports up to 5 players. Yes, 5. Graphics are not lacking either. Sure, it's not hyper-realistic, and its early development start on the Wii could be a factor, but it's certainly not going to hurt your eyes with last generation graphics. Though there is no particularly impressive graphics technology to point out, the overall presentation in both cinematics and combat is visually pleasing. However, despite having no shortage of cinematics, don't expect big-budget Hollywood-style sequences, and most dialogue sequences are more of a morning cartoon style. But there are bigger cinematic sequences that will give you a brief wow factor.
Mind blown.
The Wonderful 101 is a criminally undersold game. Sure, it's not perfect, and its flaws and shortcomings do detract from what it intends to accomplish with its crazy epicness. But it is nonetheless an integral game to the library of the Wii U. If you have a Wii U, or you bought one because I convinced you in the last episode, you owe it to yourself to add this game to your collection. Trust me on one thing, if you stick it out through and beat Operation 003, you'll be hooked. I give the Wonderful 101 an 8 out of 10. And if you're a Falcon Punch fan, this game has several moments entirely targeted towards you.
Falcon Punch!
That wraps up today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking my name right there. And I'll see you next time on the Wii U 5.